So example 4, x divided by x minus 1 equals 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x. Okay, so whenever you guys you see things that binomial, trinomial, aka polynomial, are written not in order, then rewrite it in order first. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to write it in order. When I say in order, write it from the highest power of x to the lowest power of x. So 1 minus x, I'm going to rewrite it as a negative x plus 1. Then next, we are going to factor out all your denominators. So x over x minus 1 equals 1 minus 1 over, if there's a negative in the front, take out a negative, or negative 1. So now we take a negative 1, this is going to say x minus 1. Okay, so now this is a part where I want you to make sure you understand this, okay? Anything that's not a fraction, you can put over 1. Now in math, students, 2 negatives, okay, can be rewritten as a positive. So I'm going to write this one extra step here. This is 1 over 1. Because there's a negative in the bottom, okay, this negative can be brought up to be on the top or on the side. So it's going to look more like this now. And again, we said, hey, 2 negatives will make it a positive. So this turns into an addition, okay? So that's going to say x over x minus 1 equals 1 plus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, so now we're going to find the LCD really quickly. LCD. We don't have a lot of different denominators, okay? Again, this is over 1, but that's not going to change our lowest common denominator. So we are only going to have x minus 1. We're going to go in and multiply each and every term by the LCD. So here's your original. Let's copy that down. Then your LCD is x minus 1. You can write over 1 if you wish, equals 1 times x minus 1. Now it's a plus, I'm sorry. Now the third fraction is 1 over x minus 1, and your LCD is x minus 1. And over 1, just like that. That looks a little bit, let me fix that one. There you go, minus 1. So now let's start canceling. That one's going to be cancel. The second term doesn't have a fraction, so there's nothing you can cancel there. So on the first term, students, this is what we have. On the second term, we have that. On the third term, we just have a 1. So that's going to allow us to write x equals x minus 1 and then plus 1. Well, an x minus 1 and a plus 1, that's going to cancel. Then x equals x. Well, if you move it over, okay, x equals x, guys, is always going to be all real numbers. So we're going to say, hey, that's always true. So, or you can go this route too. So it's going to say 0 equals 0, which is always, always true. So typically we would write all real solutions, right? So all real solutions, except we have to go back to our domain, a lowest common denominator, and say, hey, x cannot have a restriction of 1. Good morning. So now we have to say all real solutions except, okay, 1, just like that. Now another way that we can write this is, guys, all real solutions except 1. That will also be okay. Or you can write all real solutions except x equals to 1. Something like that will be okay.